We're going to do a brief video of Nordstrom Stock news, and we've got a daily chart on here with 3 moving averages. Your green is a 5-day, red is a 20-day, and the blue is a 200-day moving average. Let's go back here and take a quick look at Nordstrom. We see that it made an upside violation of the 200-day back in November of 2020, and we had a great rally from about $18 all the way up to about $46, $47. So we almost immediately began distribution up there, which was not a sign of great strength. And you can see here at the roughly 37 level, we had distribution all the way across from January of 21 till May of 21. We were just mainly just distributing all across there, which was not a good sign. When we hit the 200-day moving average here in August, you can see we had a huge gap here. Let me expand it for you. We had a gap from right here, 36 to 33, and then another little gap here, and then a dramatic reduction in volatility, which was your first sign that people were confused and didn't really know what was going to go on with this stock. As you can see, it respected the 20-day, but it got a little bit too far away from it, and sure enough, we had a cross above and then back below the 20-day, and this flat movement is a result of really no conviction whatsoever in this stock and the oscillation between September and the end of October. We then got a challenge of the 200-day moving average. We did get a close above it right here, and I think probably right here, but as you can see, it failed miserably, and we got another huge gap from about 30 all the way down here to 25. It is never a good sign when a stock, especially an historically known stock like Nordstrom, gaps like that, but that's what we got. Failure of the 200-day moving average. The stock is now clearly in a bear market, and we went down here and put some lows in here in December 21 around the $18 level. Again, distribution all the way across here around the oscillating around the $21 level, and another challenge of the 200-day. Now this 200-day slope is really kind of weird. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it's a result of essentially a lot of distribution and some very serious spikes, which makes the 200-day look like this. It's not a smooth trading market whatsoever. We move on now to March 22nd. I'm sorry, March of 2022, and we get a huge gap to the upside from 21 to about 24. Doesn't sound like much, but for an $18 stock, that's a pretty good gap. And then again, a challenge or a test of the 200-day moving average, which ultimately failed, and everything rolled over. Your 5, your 20 rolled over. And keep in mind, we got this test when this 200-day was still in a downtrend. The slope was changing, but it was still in a downtrend, so it's not surprising it failed. And it did that, did not put in a new bottom, tested again, put in a new bottom down here on July 14th of about 1948. And when I say new bottom, compared to the May bottom. And then we're seeing several things going on here. Our 200-day is starting to significantly flatten out. We've had a number of tests of this low 20 down to 18 level, and it hasn't gone much lower. And so we get another test up here to the 200-day moving average. But just before that test, you can see this tremendous volatility with a few little gaps in here. And this is enormous distribution as this stock rallies up close to the 200-day. People are getting out of it. You can see that. They're just back and forth, just taking whatever money they can get to getting out of it. Traders are buying the dips, and longer-term money are selling the rallies. And that's what you saw here. You saw a tremendous, this was almost certainly a short covering rally up here to the $27 level. And how do we know that? Because we got a tremendous, almost reverse parabolic spike to the downside with a huge gap. There was no strength here to maintain our level above the 200-day. So this was almost certainly people who'd gotten short on this stock against the 200. When we saw this close here, they covered, and now it's just collapsing because there's no support. So this was definitely distribution, and once this stock price traded back through here, there's nobody left to buy it. So we're hunting for a bottom down here. Today we're making lows of 1866 so far today on reasonably high volume, 4 times the normal Nordstrom volume. 21 million shares today versus 5.5 million is their normal volume. So tremendous volume today, making new lows. Big picture, I don't know that this makes a whole lot of difference. They're trying to find a level where people will buy it and support it. This stock has always, at least in the last 2 years, been a very choppily traded stock. My guess is it's now oversold, and I would expect to see maybe some more selling down to the 18 or 17, maybe even the 16 level. But I expect to see a rally back up in here to test. See if any buyers want to come back in around the $22 level at the end of September, right around there. All for entertainment purposes only, my opinion only, and I could definitely be wrong, but that's what I see. In other words, I see this gap between $19 and $22 being filled in the next month or so, month and a week, month and 2 weeks. Probably going to see this gap filled back up. That'd be my best guess. That's assuming something disastrous fundamentally is not going on with Nordstrom. But I'm giving you a technical analysis. Let's go down and take a look here and see if we cover Nordstrom. I think we do. We have Nordstrom here. This is today's buy prices for the 24th. These are algorithmically generated buy prices. They come out every morning before 7 a.m. This is for Nordstrom 1-day hold, 5-day hold, 20-day hold. You can see $22, $22.74, $23. So clearly we got crushed on our algorithmically generated prices. We closed yesterday on this stock at right around 23.10, and we just got crushed on a huge opening gap. So right this morning doesn't look good for any of these prices, but we'll see what happens. This is a 1-day hold, so that means if your own analysis said it was smart to buy, you would hold until the close of trading tomorrow. These are trading day periods, not calendar, and then close out a loss if that's what you had, or take a profit if you had that. You take your profits as soon as you get them, and these holding periods are worst case to close the trade out at a loss. So you have 1, 5, and 20-day periods, and so you still have some time to work this out if it comes back. But keep in mind, these are for entertainment purposes only. You should never rely on them for anything other than entertainment purposes. You have to have your own analysis to make your decision to enter. Whenever you see a stock that's gapping like this, my personal opinion, I would stay away from this stock until it stops this kind of behavior, because you can get a real serious stomach ache if you go long in here somewhere and have to endure this. Even if it comes back, it's a lot of sweating. But that's just my personal opinion, and again, for entertainment purposes only. These algorithmically generated prices that I showed you here all come out before 7 a.m. Monday through Friday on rbamresearch.com. As you can see, we cover 190 different stocks. Again, rbamresearch.com before 7 a.m. We also carry the major forex pairs, crypto, and the most liquid futures contracts. Everything is long and short except for the stocks. The stocks currently are just longs, and they're all absolutely free. No credit card required. You can go to rbamresearch.com. There's a link in the description below, and you just sign up and you can get them before 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to subscribe, please do that. If you want to leave us a comment on how to make these videos better, please do that in the comment section below. And keep in mind, everything you've heard, everything you've seen, including the entry prices, is all for entertainment purposes only. Can never use any of our prices for anything other than entertainment. You have to have your own analysis and research before you trade, and you definitely trade at your own risk.